Hi, my name is Rachel. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make some of my favorite healthy desserts. Eating healthy is something that's really important to me, but I love dessert. So I have been collecting recipes for desserts that don't have added sugars for the last few years. I'm also allergic to gluten, so these recipes are all gluten-free, and 2 out of the 3 that I'll be showing you are also dairy-free. If you want to learn how to eat healthy and still be able to eat some great desserts, then just keep watching. The first recipe I'm going to be showing you how to make are my low-carb chocolate peanut butter cups. These are a great alternative to Reese's or Buckeye. To make these delicious peanut butter cups, I start out with a saucepan over low heat, and I add in 3 ounces of unsweetened chocolate, a quarter of a cup of coconut oil, 2 tablespoons of powdered stevia, and 2 tablespoons of coconut powder. Then I stir well until the chocolate is melted. After the chocolate is melted, take it off the heat and add in half a teaspoon of vanilla and 4 to 5 squirts of liquid stevia. You can use any liquid stevia that you have at home. I use Truvia, and it's the one that has the vanilla flavoring, so I think it probably adds a little bit of the vanilla flavor to the chocolate, which I like, but you can just use whatever you have. Next, I fill mini muffin cups about a quarter of the way full with the chocolate mixture and place this in the freezer. While that's freezing, I'll take out another saucepan and add half a cup of peanut butter and stir until it gets melty and liquidy. Then I add in 3 tablespoons of powdered stevia. I take this off the heat and add in 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract and stir that in until it's nice and mixed. There's things about you I'll never know. I hope that one day we'll be in love with. At this point, the chocolate mixture was finished freezing, so I took it out of the freezer and started adding in the peanut butter mixture. You want to add the peanut butter so that it's about 2/3 full, but still leaving some room for you to put more chocolate on top. Once the muffin tin is filled with the peanut butter mixture, you're going to place it back into the freezer and freeze it again. Once the peanut butter is frozen enough that it's firm when you touch it, you can take it out of the freezer. You're then going to use the remaining chocolate mixture to spread on top so that it covers up the peanut butter. These are so good. My sister and my mom and I used to make these all the time, and they're absolutely delicious. You can just store them in the freezer, and they're just there for you in a bite-sized chunk to get whenever you want a tasty sweet snack. I make these very dark because I really love dark chocolate, but if you like sweeter chocolate, more of a milk chocolate, then you might want to consider adding more sweetener whenever you're making the chocolate part. Cross my heart and hope to die. Lonely, you're the reason why I can feel those butterflies when I go to sleep at night. The next recipe that I'm going to show you how to make is a chewy caramel brownie. These are so good. I have tried out so many different brownie recipes to try and find good healthy brownies, and these are one of my favorites. I personally make this brownie batter in my Ninja, but you can make it in any other blender, a food processor, or a stand or handheld mixer, whatever you have at home. I start with my Ninja and I add in 3/4 of a cup of Greek yogurt, 1/4 of a cup of almond milk, half a cup of cocoa powder, half a cup of oats, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/2 a cup of powdered stevia. Then I mix the blender on low to medium speed.
You should have seen the way that you bloom. I think I saw your face in the moon. I promise I'll be with you soon.
Then I set the blender aside and I chop up a bar of chocolate. I'm just using the stevia sweetened caramel chocolate, but you can use any chocolate that you have at home. The caramel in this chocolate is what gives the brownies the caramel flavor afterwards, so I definitely recommend this one or a similar chocolate bar.
One day we'll be in love when you're not far away.
After the chocolate is chopped up, I just add it to the brownie mixture that's still in the Ninja. I mix it up and then add this to a 9x9 greased pan.
Lonely, you're the reason why I can feel those butterflies when I go to sleep at night. When I go to sleep at night.
This recipe is really nice because you don't even have to dirty a bowl. I just mix the ingredients in the blender and then put it straight into the pan. I bake these at about 400 degrees for 15 minutes, and then 15 minutes later I have amazing healthy brownies. These are delicious. I love the chewy texture and the caramel melty chocolate whenever it's warm. They're so good. I also like these cold, but I think that they're best right out of the oven or warmed up later in a microwave. You can store the leftovers in the fridge for about a week. You could also freeze them, and if you freeze them, they'll be good for months.
Lonely, you're the reason why I can feel those butterflies when I go to sleep at night. When I go to sleep at night. Lonely, you're the reason why I can feel those butterflies when I go to sleep at night. You really make me wanna fly.
The next recipe that I'm going to show you how to make is a healthy peach crisp. I'm using peaches today, but you can use the same crisp topping for pretty much any crisp. An apple crisp is delicious, so is a mixed berry crisp. You can really just play around with it and see what you like. I'm starting with a bowl of 5 to 6 peaches sliced. I add 2 tablespoons of powdered stevia and 1 tablespoon of arrowroot powder to the peaches, or another thickener. You could use cornstarch or tapioca starch or whatever you have on hand. Arrowroot powder is a little healthier, but it's really up to you. I stir this up and then set the peaches to the side. While the peaches are sitting, I make the topping. In a medium bowl, you're going to combine 1 cup of oats, 1 cup of almond flour, 1/4 cup of coconut oil, 1/4 cup of maple syrup, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. You mix all of these ingredients together until the crumbles start to hold to each other. Then I pour my peaches into an 8x12 pan and coat the top of it with the crisp topping. If you'd like to have a thicker crisp, you can use a smaller pan. After I spread the crisp topping, I place the crisp into the oven. I bake this at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes. This crisp turned out so good. The peaches were just the right amount of sour and sweet, and the topping was crunchy and delicious. I took this over to my family's house and we ate the whole thing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that these recipes gave you some good ideas for how to make healthy desserts. If you try these, please tell me how they turn out. Leave a comment or tag me in a post on Instagram. Let me know if you have any requests for different types of recipe ideas. I could do breakfasts, lunches, or dinners, anything that you guys are interested in. This video was really fun to make and gave me an excuse to bake a bunch of healthy desserts. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in Sunday's video.